This was another video that was requested quite a bit by people on the SCP videos. The Church of the Broken God. So let's learn about it. But before we do, let me just up the volume to max. There we go.
The SCP universe is filled with countless anomalous objects, creatures, and phenomena, and it's only logical that there would also exist
YouTube?
religions based around these strange and inexplicable concepts. While most religions are focused on the idea of one or more deities and their role in the life and afterlife of humanity, the Church of the Broken God believes in a very different perspective. This video will provide a brief summary of the currently known information related to the Church, but due to the lack of canon within the SCP universe, much of this is subject to interpretation or change.
Yeah, makes sense.
To put it simply, the Church of the Broken God believes that their deity, an entity known as Meccan, has been disassembled, shattered, or otherwise broken.
I mean, that's kind of cool as a concept. That is kind of cool as a concept. I'm not gonna lie, I like that.
Their goal, and the focus of their centuries of effort, is to reassemble Meccan using a number of anomalous technological objects. To explain what happened to Meccan...
Now, that's the part where I'm just like, why would you want a god or a deity walking amongst you humans? Why do you need to worship something? That's the part where I'm like, no thank you, I'm not gonna reassemble something.
And why they wish to rebuild him, we have to look back to their beliefs on the origin of life. In the beginning, there were two gods. Meccan, the god of metal, machines, and intelligence, and Yaldabaoth, the goddess of flesh and animal instinct. It is said that Yaldabaoth is responsible for creating mankind, giving them their form and their instincts, but Meccan is responsible for giving us our intellect. In time,
makes sense that the thing that doesn't have primal instincts would be more prone to logic, I guess. Though a creature that's mechanical,
humanity progressed, creating continually greater technological marvels and becoming more and more civilized.
Also dumber and dumber, which is funny. Like, the more technologically advanced we are and the more we have access to information, the dumber we bloody become. Because people are like, how do you start a fire? Well, I don't know, let me ask Google. Oh wait, I can't access Google because my network is down. Well, guess no fire tonight.
This pleased Meccan, but greatly upset Yaldabaoth, as humanity was discarding their basic animal instincts. Yaldabaoth turned on humanity, wishing to turn them back into the wild animal she had first created. But Meccan stepped in to stop her. Knowing that a continual battle between two gods would have dire consequences, Meccan instead sacrificed himself, shattering his own body in order to use it as a great cage. Meccan's body encased Yaldabaoth, silencing both deities.
Damn.
Pieces of Meccan's body scattered across Earth, and fragments of Yaldabaoth began to trickle out of the cage. The followers of Meccan began spreading their religion and set out to gather what pieces of Meccan that they could find. They had two primary goals. One was to reform Meccan, the broken god, and two was to oppose the followers of Yaldabaoth, known as Sarkics. Sarkics deserve their own video to cover their history, which is even more muddled than the Church of the Broken God. But notably, they believe in the alteration of their human forms to achieve godhood.
Damn, they're like, we don't want to worship anyone. We want to become the worshipped. Wow.
And they practice human sacrifice, ritual cannibalism, and the worshipping of disease. The distinctions between the two cults are obvious, with the Mechanites believing they need to cast off their human nature with technology.
Can I just say that the artwork is like really cool? I like the way Meccan is portrayed as like It's trippy, but really nice.
to achieve perfection, and Sarkics believe in the opposite, that humanity and the Earth need to embrace their basic human nature, eschewing objective morality. It's believed that Sarkics wish to prepare the planet for the inevitable return of Yaldabaoth, and they primarily hope to achieve this using SCP-610, known as the Red Death, or the Flesh That Hates. SCP-610 is a highly contagious disease that rapidly transforms and takes over its host, forcing the host to spread the disease as much as possible.
Yuck.
610 will infect any living organism nearby, and also will continue to spread fleshy growths in order to create an area hospitable for continued infection. Left unchecked, 610 would easily spread across the planet, but the SCP Foundation,
Burn it with
the Church
fire?
of the Broken God, and other organizations have managed to keep it contained so far.
Damn, so there is an organization that actually wants to break out this SCP and doom the world, probably. Can we cook it? Can we cook it and just eat it?
Before the Foundation, however, it was left to just the followers of Meccan to oppose the Sarkics, and this opposition most notably culminated in the War of the Flesh in the Late Bronze Age, and centered around the regions of Greece. The Sarkics fought by transforming themselves into abominable monsters, and with tremendous flesh beasts, as well as spreading disease and infection across the land, primarily the Red Death.
Why Greece? I'm like, why? Why would you pick Greece? Especially with all the water. Like, huh. You'd think that the growth of the fleshy wouldn't go very well in that place.
The Mechanites fought by augmenting their bodies with metal and technology, and crafted weapons capable of widespread destruction. They also made great walking titans, piloted by 6 individuals, and with weapons capable of launching fire,
Mecha?
or even warping reality nearby.
Ooh.
One of these colossi is currently contained by the Foundation in disrepair, designated SCP-2406, and
That
shows
looks
signs
cool.
of damage from some sort of anomalous organism. The war between the two groups raged on for some time, although most details have been lost, but both sides suffered massive losses throughout the war. Finally, the Mechanites managed to storm the final Sarkic stronghold in the Aegean, a massive organism that they used as a temple. Knowing their defeat was imminent, the priests residing there summoned the Red Death, and also performed a rite that would preserve the large organism so that it could be resurrected later.
Wow.
This organism is also contained by the Foundation, designated SCP-2095. With the Mechanites allied with the various Greek city-states, the war continued, but both sides soon became unable to sustain their efforts, and eventually both the Sarkics and Mechanites faded out of public view, and the world moved on.
The world moved on.
The continued history of the Sarkics past this point is largely meant for another video.
It makes, like, it's kind of funny because the church, the Mechanites, they're opposing them. But at the same time, they're helping them because they want to recollect the pieces of their god, which is trapping the god of the other ones. And I'm like, do you guys not see what you're doing? Like, huh? How? How are you at the, like, someone sacrifices himself for your safety and you're like, let me just break the cage and put you back together. Yeah, you sacrificed yourself? No worry, I got a wrench over there. It's baffling.
But the followers of Meccan would eventually fade away, with the remnants forming into the organization we now know as the Church of the Broken God. The current Church of the Broken God is splintered into 3 main factions, which supposedly share a strong animosity for one another.
Makes sense.
The principal faction, known officially as the Broken Church, is led by an individual known as Robert Bumaro, and largely follow the same tenets of their forefathers. The Cogwork Orthodox Church adhere to a technological style in line with the Industrial Revolution, transforming their bodies using cogs, gears, and steam-powered machines.
Okay.
They believe in remaking themselves in the image of Meccan, and utilize mechanical mass production as a form of prayer.
The what now?
The Church of Maxwellism is
I shall make a factory so I can pray to you, my god. I can pray to you. Look at all these things that I have created in my factory. The industry is booming, so we made another one.
on the other end of the spectrum, focused on modern computers, digital networks, and advanced cybernetics.
Damn.
They believe that humanity must be completely connected via a massive digital network, forming something akin to a hive mind, so that the combined will of mankind can restore their deity.
Yeah, that totally is going well. Yeah, I can totally see that working. Humanity working together. I think you have better chances of actually finding the scattered pieces of your god.
There are currently a number of anomalous objects contained by the SCP Foundation that are believed to be parts of the Broken God, and likely a number that are not yet known to the Foundation. SCP-1139, known as the Broken Tongue or the Broken Voice, is a metallic block that causes people in a radius around it to forget their known languages and instead comprehend a new shared language.
That's useful.
SCP-813, known as the
That kind of, like, if you don't forget it forever and you only forget it when you're near it, that's like an amazing SCP for any trading hub. Like, what the heck?
Broken Eye is a glass sphere that causes small slivers of glass to enter people's eyes, and it's believed that the sphere uses these shards to see through people's eyes in order to find the other missing sphere. SCP-217, said to be the Broken God's blood, or Ichor, is a virus that can affect all animal life, including humans, and converts their bodies into a form of organic metal. This converted material resembles metal, leather, rubber, glass, wood, etc., but is still organic material, carrying the subject's DNA. It is said that Robert Bumaro, head of the Broken Church, willingly infected himself with the virus, and has been fully converted.
What a dumbass.
Other SCPs are related to the Church of the Broken God, whether supposed parts.
He wanted to become AI so badly. He was like, yes, I will willingly become the first android ever. I don't think I'd ever do that. I'm like, I don't care how much I worship something. Nope.
Of Meccan or otherwise, but one of the most notable is SCP-882.
Well,
882 is a massive assembly of random machine parts, such as gears, pulleys, screws, and so on, that are ordinarily in continual motion through unknown means, and also seem to telepathically urge nearby individuals to bring metal to it so that it can grow larger.
Jesus.
882 is said to be the heart of the Broken God, but one of the proposals for SCP-001 describe an event that shine a new light onto this concept. The event described occurred in Mexico in 1942, in which a number of members of the Church of the Broken God managed to bring together multiple anomalous objects, causing them to form into a massive mechanical entity. This entity ravaged across the country, consuming everything in sight in order to grow larger, and seemed to be actively seeking out other anomalous objects.
That's less cool.
Another SCP, numbered 2399, appeared to destroy the mechanical entity, carving out the Gulf of California in the process. The Foundation cleaned up the mess, leaving the...
Okay, I gotta say, this is kinda cool. Oh... Damn.
inactive core at the bottom of the ocean. The supposed heart of the Broken God, SCP-882, was taken into containment, but later interviews revealed that this heart was in fact manufactured by another organization, a factory, and was not a part of Meccan. It seems that certain higher-ranking individuals in the church, primarily Robert Bumaro, who was not yet the leader, could not locate the heart of Meccan, and instead had one made so that they could forcefully rebuild their god.
Damn, son.
This corrupted heart, 882, caused the entity to go mad, and the whereabouts of Mechan's actual heart are unknown, at least according to these documents. Finally, there is SCP-2217.
That... Imagine you're like, well, I can't prove my god exists, so I'm just gonna fabricate it. Damn. That's next level. Next level dedication and madness. But, well, what can you expect from a dude that wanted to become a full metal tin can and willingly cogged himself? Also, hi, Zormi.
Which is a beach on an island in Greece, meant to function as a form of workshop for the broken god that will assist his followers in fighting the Sarkics and SCP-610, the Red Death. This is revered as a holy site by the Church of the Broken God, known as the Anvil, and it's likely the place where Mechan would finally be properly reassembled to fight the Second War of the Flesh. It's believed that a massive apocalyptic outbreak of SCP-610 will occur on December 31st, 2019, and the Foundation are currently working with the Church, as well as the Horizon Initiative and the Global Occult Coalition in order to prevent or prepare for this event.
It's fine. COVID derailed all our plans. Oh.
So that's largely the current story as we know it, although there are documents that contradict certain elements of this video. And as the SCP universe has no canon, you're free to think what you want about the Church.
That's cool artwork.
If you do follow this canon, however, then you can see how the Church of the Broken God, originally presented as a mysterious enemy of the Foundation that wished to recreate a powerful entity for unknown purposes, is now working with the Foundation. Well, it's completely up in the air exactly what will occur in the future in regards to this supposed war for the sake of the Earth. The mythology and conflicts between the Sarkics and the Church of the Broken God have certainly been one of the most interesting facets of the SCP universe.
Honestly, between them, I gotta say, like, both of them, right? Their intertwined destiny and their struggles and fights together for various anomalies, as well as primarily focusing around Greece, which is kind of like interesting that they decided to be there. It's cool. It's an interesting facet of it. I don't know what happened since the video is pretty old. I don't know what happened in the meantime, if they added more to this or not, but I gotta say the Church of the Broken God is better than I expected. It doesn't beat the weird Department of Anomalies that we had the pleasure of seeing last time. That video was whack. This one was actually comprehensible. Comprehensible? Words hard.